Alright everybody, here's the second part 2 installment of WWDC 2012 review. My name is George Oberdorser and I'm the founder and CEO of Unstoppable Apps, based out of Naples, Florida. Second part 2 is going to deal with Tim Cook and how he did in WWDC. Even though he did a great job in coming out and presenting himself to the world for his third public showing since taking over as full-time CEO. I think he did a very good job commanding the stage. He definitely isn't a Steve Jobs, and there's probably not going to be another Steve Jobs for our generation, but as a definite stand-in, I mean, he definitely looked the part, dressed the part, and talked the part. Being dressed in a black button-down collared shirt instead of the black turtleneck, wearing darker jeans, and also looked like New Balance but darker. Couldn't even see it that much on the stage. He did well in speaking clear, concise, straight to the point, while also smiling and doing the part as a CEO should, unlike Steve Jobs or Microsoft's Steve Ballmer, which can't picture being CEO too much longer of Microsoft. But anyways, this video is going to be a little bit longer than the first one, Siri intro. Definitely would like you to try and do some likes, give me some comments, some feedback on the video, and also subscribe to the channel, as Unstoppable Apps will be doing more and more with the channel as this year progresses, and especially after we obtain some funding in order to move to the next step. Anyways, back to the topic, Tim Cook. It's amazing when he rolled out all the statistics and how WWDC sold out in 1 hour and 43 minutes compared to 2 years before when it took a whole 8 days. And 2 years ago they were happy with the success, selling out in 8 days, thinking that was such a short time. People representing 60 different countries and also having 1,000 Apple engineers on hand is amazing, because it's just showing how much of a global effort it is now with the App Store ecosystem. Everybody from around the world converged in order to learn more and get help on their coding issues. And they shut down Apple. I mean, to bring over 1,000 engineers to help out in over 100 different mini showcases, and just basically reaching out and helping people develop. I mean, the last time I checked, I don't think really this magnitude has ever been done as far as research in motion, Android, and Microsoft. They do their own things, but I have to say this is the reason why Apple's on top of the game right now. And with over, Apple being impressive, showing 400 million accounts set up with one-click buying, 650,000 now apps on the App Store, and 225,000 of those specifically made for iPad, shows that iPad and iPhone are not only front runners as far as the App Store is concerned, but how we are in the middle of a handheld revolution. And I tell that a lot of my friends, and as they're watching this video, they're chuckling exactly what I mean when I say that. But I'm telling you, I mean, they're going to be the wave of our future. Again, 30 billion apps downloaded from the App Store. Developers making over $5 billion as of June 11th. I mean, that's a big increase from the $3 billion paid out from July of last year. Another $2 billion, and it's just ramping up and revving up. Not only downloads, but I mean, just the revenue streams. I mean, people are profiting off it, especially in this down economy. And a lot of people don't care about that dollar, and it's just impulse buying, but it adds up. $1 times 10 million downloads is still $7 million, at $1 a time to developers in their pocket. So it's a huge magnifier. Also, App Store operates in over 120 countries as of yesterday, June 11th, and this is June 12th, and by the end of next month, it'll be on over 155 countries. That means basically 35 more countries added, increasing the bottom line and generating even more revenue than ever before. A couple other topics, as far as Tim Cook was concerned, it was an amazing commercial put together showing different aspects. I mean, just to touch on a couple on how apps affect people's lives, such as a blind individual walking through the woods and city, helping them explore the world. Also, children learning in India, learning anatomy and physiology in 3D, making it fun and increasing their retention. Also, autistic children. I mean, it's amazing the way these apps are changing the way we learn. Second part of this, part two, the rollout, of the new hardware. It was kind of a hit or miss to a lot of people, with a lot of speculations leading up to it and rumors showing that they were going to redo the entire line. Was a big mistake. I mean, especially by the press. I mean, they've been doing that to Apple for the last year and a half. I mean, projections of revenue and what they should be doing for the iPhone and when the iPhone is going to be released last year. You're actually hurting the company, not helping the company. And I really don't see why, any company needs negativity when we should be rallying in this economy, especially behind every single company, in order to keep our government and whole, stock share going. They did a great job bumping up the line of the MacBook Airs and the MacBook Pros to the latest and greatest technology, and especially introducing the new MacBook Pro with the Retina display, which is unbelievable. They did this, I'm sure, for a few different reasons. One, they wanted to see how the new model would sell compared to the normal bumped up specs, without changing the casing and design, and also to allow time for the new Retina display technology, which was really expensive at the time, to become less expensive by them selling models and increasing the supply and demand, which if they increase the demand, the supply should hypothetically become less expensive. But I'm sure all the other different 13-inch and the Airs will slowly get Retina displays when the technology gets cheaper and less expensive. Also, I think Apple made only one mistake. I really think they should have tried separating the line and taking away the Pro designation off their bumped up specs and making just the line MacBooks. So they would have the MacBook Airs, MacBooks, and then the new generation being the professional. And the reason why I say that is, one, you kind of want to sell more of the professional model, and a lot of people, even professionals, would just buy it just because of the name, because it would make them feel entitlement more. Especially with the specs, more professionals are going to use it. I mean, a 15.4-inch Retina display that has over 5 million pixels, 2.3 gigahertz quad-core i7, 8 gigabytes of RAM, a gigabyte of video GeForce 650, which definitely is needed in order to push the graphics to the Retina display. 5 million pixels is a lot. Having 256 gigabytes of flash storage standard, which is super fast compared to the spooling up old type of hard drives that we all have in our laptops. Not many people use flash storage, and it is still kind of expensive, but as we use it and as we buy more of it, the technology is getting cheaper and cheaper every day. 7 hours battery life, and then trimming down the size of the Pro almost to the Air standard of just over just under 3/4 of an inch, and shaving the weight down to lightest. I mean, it's basically lighter than my 2011 13-inch MacBook Pro, weighing in just at 4.46 pounds. Yes, the price is steep at $21.99, but again, that technology, those screens alone got to be costing $300-400 typically, instead of the $100 LEDs technology that they use in the current lineup. But anyways, I think by them setting the 2 models apart would sell more of the higher end new MacBook Pros that are completely redesigned. But do me a favor and like this video, subscribe to the channel, and George Oberdorser signing out. Have a great day.